We thought that was suffering, and we didn't want our children to suffer. So when you came, we now make sure that we give you a car to go from the bedroom to the toilet. Because we thought that was true. These are some of the errors we did. But then, if you realize that that wasn't, the only way to, but there are not that many. So that's where the issue of mentorship comes in. But it's very few people see mentorship as something. Getting involved. I get excited about going with young people. And my reason is because you make me grow younger. No, really. I mean, when I'm in the midst of people like you, and we crack joke and I slap your back and I carry your chair, I'm younger. As the girl now, when I'm ugly. That's a whole lot of people. But there are different people who can do it. So I will always mentor. And we need a few more people. But I'm saying, don't be like my colleagues. Be like me, because you grow old too. And you give your turn to become the generation of coming. And if you still make the same mistake we're making, then we have not made progress. So the only thing I can tell you is that forgive my generation, but don't be like my generation. Otherwise, your children won't forgive you either. So that's one of the two mentorship. And I think, thank you very much, the school of mentorship that I want to set. You know, if I have to drag myself to Nasarawa, I've been there before. Remember, that was my, Nasarawa has been a great place for me all my life. I have so many things about 1993 and all that, and lots of people and all that. So I have a lot of things to be grateful for in this country, that came in. And taking the fact that my background, again, I think that was a divine intervention in my life. I did everything to kill myself, but God said no. Every step of my life, I've been looking for trouble. I'm still looking for trouble, but from secondary school to university, I was got expelled from secondary school. Not because I was stealing, but because I was troublesome. And if I tell you one of the things which my children saw eventually, now they knew. So all this pretense of the discipline of them, now they saw my Form 3 reports. I'm not that trouble. Even in Form 3, I was still in shortest in the school. And so the principal wrote, this boy, although he's the smallest in the school, is troublesome, is rude, not only to his staff, but also to his students, to his prefects and all that. And if he does not change, I'm going to expel him. That was second time. But God intervened. By the time we came back, the principal was transferred. So when I got to school, and people were telling me on myself, anyone dare to threaten me, to expect me. And I finished. I got to ABU. Students, I mean, you all understand. And demonstrations, because one of the things we enjoy very, very much. And I remember going to VC's house when he's supposed to come and talk to us when we were going on demonstration, come and appeal to us, but he didn't. So we decided to walk to his house and call him, come and appeal to us. So he came. Many of you remember Isha.
Yes.
He came and talked to us. And then he was telling us a lot of things, what he had done. And then, so when it was time for me to, question and answer, the student union president knew that something bad was always going on in my mouth. So he kept dodging, pointing to different things. So when he pointed close to my direction, he said, not you. I said, why not me? So the PC said, let him talk. I said, no, Mr. President, thank you very much. Yeah, I've heard what you said. But maybe for those who are just coming to the university, because we're only 6 months older than myself in this university. He came in as vice chancellor in March. I came as student in September. It's only 6 months he was married. He looked at me and he said, if you are not satisfied, get out of the university. And everybody thought I was going to go back. I asked him, God was watching me. Years later, I would do that year. I was the keynote speaker, he was the chairman. And I was by his side and I said, do you remember me? He said, not that much. Then I reminded him. He looked at me and he said, I thought you would never make it. Wow. But I'm so glad that you are where you are. What I'm trying to say, be bold. Go out there and say your mind. Tell everybody what you want to do. Then they will accuse you or whatever, but you get what you want to get. That, I came back from whatever, and from US, it was an invitation to come and talk. You reach a stage in life when money runs after you. If you are patient enough to wait for that time. Like we say, when you start something small, keep doing it small, you get there, be consistent. And when I remember a few things in my life, I'm
so glad to be
glory
here.
to God. I'm from a family. Sorry, you need that job. My father was not polygamous. He was multigamous. There's a difference between polygamy. Polygamy is 1 or 2 wives. When you have 15, 16, 17, you are multigamous. My father was multigamous. When the census people used to come to our house, they take 2 days to count all of us. 15 wives, so many children, of the ones survived. I'm number 39 in my family. Wow! A few others came for cause measles, smallpox, blindness, all those kind of things. But at least there were 40-something surviving of my father. So there was no way I would have gone to school. We were not meant for school, we were meant for his farm. But then a new government came here, intervention, free primary education. And they told him, if you don't send your child to school, prison. I think he preferred not to go to prison. So he sent me to school, and that was free. I mentioned secondary free. And even school in Nigeria, I went to Wheeling for Malaysia. From Malaysia to Zaria.
Government college, you mean?
Don't call it federal government college. We didn't have anything like that.
Government
No
college.
federal government. It was
Government college,
Wheeling. Government college, Musah. Those are the places where we went. And then NDU. And then I'm here. See, there's somebody still out there. I love this country.
Oh my word.
Because of what she has done for me.
Oh my
Because
word.
of the enabling environment that she created
Oh
for
my
me.
word.
And that's what I'm fighting for.
Oh my word.
You do better than you will. And I used to say one thing. I said, if your generation, which is smarter than my generation, gets 1/10 of the enabling environment, Nigeria won't borrow money from anyone.
Wow.
But then you made some points about those who believe in government. Unfortunately, I'm going to answer somebody's question. Unfortunately, we still have to depend on government for certain things. But it's in gradual step. When government is involved in 99.9% of vaccination, and you want to produce vaccine, who are you going to sell it to? The government has to be involved for now. I said for now. You know that part of the world is not. You can go to any clinic, you can get your vaccine anywhere. But here, it's MKCGA that does everything. If it is, I'm telling you fact, right now. Let me tell you one interesting thing. If we agree with MKCGA, we're going to buy vaccine, we're going to supply vaccine to our government as they should at the beginning, and then produce as time goes on. After the approval and all the memorandum of understanding, which was like about whatever, it took 18 months to get the funds released. And when the funds were released, our foreign exchange messed up. So what was released by the time the foreign exchange came that time, it was half of what we're supposed to supply. After we finished all that one, only yesterday when I was coming, I called the man and our government, or whatever was the central bank, send money to the people we're going to buy from without telling us. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? These are the kind of countries we're living in. It was only, in fact, it took the man from there saying, what is this money for? That's the company over there. We in Nigeria, we did not know that our bank has sent money to the country. No bank, so you can see what we are going through. And until we sort those issues out with the government, you can go in and produce what you want. It's a simple slap and bear that will say we are not buying from you. There's a company in South Africa, Struggles, that got involved in COVID-19. I showed this slide. The government went and this is bio vaccine of which the government of South Africa has 49%, 40 some percent. They bought 1 year, 2 years. The third year, they went and bought from another company and said because the thing was cheaper. So that was the end of the above vaccine for that year. Supposing you have a company that is running on that support of it, these are the kind of things we need to. How do we go about it? We must continue to tell our colleagues who are in the ministry to understand that. And I use the word, let self-interest not override our national interest. Also, it's me and you. I mean, when I said we are all involved. The greatest problem in Nigeria is not the minister, it's not the minister comes, he goes. You were saying it, your own came and finished. But the civil servant goes there at the age of 25, he retires at the age of 60. He's still there forever, permanently. That's our problem. They are going to decide who advise, what the minister does. Where it was Musah we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who I'm talking about. He's no longer there.
Yeah.
Another one has come. You have to start all again and get yourself into there. This morning, we met with Salmat.
Yes.
I mean, she was in the ministry, now she's a very advisor. Came in May, whatever. I've been trying to see her. It's only here I saw her. I'm very glad that she keeps me travel. That's the kind of thing that we have to. Patience. We will overcome them. I know we will overcome them.
Yes.
And you must make up your mind to overcome them. To make sure that for the sake of this country, you do anything you want to do for the sake of it without doing what is wrong. I was on a TV program. One of those, there's a Tuesday NTA program. You do 12 midnight to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I can't remember it. I told the man, nobody wants, they don't want anybody to watch your TV. So you put you out 12. Who goes to watch TV at 12 a.m.?
Tuesday night.
That's one of the, even if they're saying something sensible, who is listening?
Nobody.
At the middle of the night. Anyway, during the COVID, they came and picked me up. The danger of the country to the NTA office in the back. And I'm sitting down there alone. There was only the driver and one other person in there. And the only other companion I had with, I think I saw 2 rats. One ran across my leg. The other looked at the face and but that was, so I sat down there and the man was asking me, do I have hope for this country? And I looked at him and said, look at my age. At this age, I'm here at 1 a.m. talking about my country, you're asking me whether I have hope. You don't ask me so stupid questions again. The next time you look at me, start asking other people. But that's the point I'm saying. We must be resilient. We must never give up. On this country, you must never give up because you need people like me what I am. I don't know, you can't say that for yourself. But if it's going to be better for your children, then you have to act. Otherwise, if you know this, I'm going to Wisconsin next week. And I'm going to be talking about African viruses and people flourishing in the diaspora. I said, that's not the place you be flourishing. The best place to flourish is
In Africa.
I've been on panels with Bill Gates and all those things when they are talking about how they are helping Africa and all that. I told people, I said, stop helping us. Your help is helping you more than it's helping me. And then they said they have 1,300 people that they are training all over the world and all that kind of thing. Had this discussion, all congratulate themselves. I got up and I said, 30 years you have been helping me. 60 years of my independence, you are still helping me. Something is wrong with that help. If 30 years you have been helping me, I still cannot help myself. 60 years of my independence, something is wrong. Stop helping me. That's what I told the panel. And they okay. But then I said, of the 1,300 that you have trained, how many are working in Nigeria or in Africa where you train them? They couldn't answer. How many of them are working in institutions that we are not funding in Africa? They couldn't answer. And so when I finished, I said, I was silent. I thought you were never. Apparently, I kept saying, hello, I'm still here, over. I said, yeah, Tomori, we had you. We were just thinking of what you have just said. Because the truth is that we must continue to tell ourselves the truth. Ourselves have seen good, and we must tell ourselves the truth. And once we begin to do that, and as you know, I'm going to blame on the wife, the brain is in us. And until you make up your mind that that is not. So I talk about diaspora. You will never come back until we make it. I didn't go because there was a enabling environment for me to do. I had no problem doing research in this country. I only went out to do my PhD because of one or two things that I have. All my PhD was done here on this ground because we had to do research and material. It's funding and all those things. But then having said that, how many of our colleagues, vice chancellors in the universities are stealing the money of check funds? How many? How many of our colleagues, when they say give 40,000 to that young child to go outside the country, we take 20,000? And I know what we are talking about. So when we are blaming these people, let's also look at what is happening ourselves. If the little we have, make good use of it, we'll be in the better to show you a good example. So, government and private, they must work together. But at least it's going to take time. Even in Europe, it didn't start like that. Even during COVID, US government still gave money, poured money into COVID. You know, although the private was doing it, but they still Operation what they call it. 1.6 billion was given to a private company that had not even started anything. That's where the government comes. So we still need our government, but we need to know how we deal with it. But who is the government? It's me and you now. It's me, it's your classmate. So, look, you know, it's one, no, that's it.
It's true.
So let's on the STI federal government, I mean, I have a write-up way back. I can take you back to 1984 of STI and everything. It is up to do what needs to be done. I think they are telling me it's time to go. I'm ready to get on my way. NOTA, yes, we're working with NOTA. But they work with NOTA because they want money for us, not because they're not necessarily what we're doing. I'm sorry to say, but that's one of the questions. Finally, there is hope. I'm sure there is hope. I'm sure this country is going to be better. And it's going to be by you. For me, I've been looking at the background because my time is coming to an end. But we will have it. We'll make this our country great. Irrespective of all the doctor heads we are funding, I'm sorry to use the word, but that's the truth. We're more than them. And together, when we band together, like alignment and all that, we need to get together and be bold when we're speaking. Don't be afraid of anybody. You know, put up your courage. You are believing it, you have the conviction about it. Go ahead and say it. The word they can do, I get a name, and they call me is inflexible. Mr. Don't mind, Tomori is always inflexible. You will never agree on something. And that's the truth. When you see what is right, you stand by it, no matter whoever comes around you. Eventually, you will triumph. Again, in my family of 49, wasn't saying we had to buy it. We have food. There's only 1 meal a day. But today, I want to eat 10 times a day, but I know it's not good for my health. You know, but it is there. Wait for your turn. Keep on. Don't give up. And you will excel. This country will be better than my own country.
We can do better than that.